Hello, I am going to start doing weekly Pilates classes. They're just going to be about 10 minutes and they'll be focusing on what I've been focusing on during the week, real life Pilates classes. So let's begin. We're going to start with our feet underneath us. Aim as much as possible to have the outside edges of the feet straight up and down, okay? If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can be a little bit more turned out, but we don't want you to be out too far, okay? Knees, outside edge of the knee is going to be in line with the ankle, and you're going to aim to have your hips in line with the knee. Shoulders are going to be open nice and wide, and ears are going to be in line with the shoulder. A pelvis, you want to have a neutral pelvis. Okay, so imagine that your pelvis is a bowl of water and you're trying to keep that water level. Okay, so you don't want to be tipping your pelvis forward and the water rushing out, or pulling it back, pubic bone up towards the front of the room, okay, and the water spilling out behind your legs. Okay, so you're going to be in this lovely neutral position. Let's begin with a nice arm reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Gentle side bend to the side. Think about reaching up and lengthening down the side of the body instead of coming all the way over. You also want to be as flat as possible, so try not to rotate through the shoulders. Lovely, reaching the arm up and switch sides. And again, reaching up, not over. Lovely. Bringing the hands back down by your sides, taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just dropping the chin down towards the chest and coming all the way down to the bottom of your roll down. Thinking about rolling all the way through. Nice flexion through the spine. You may feel a nice lengthening down the backs of the legs. When you're at the bottom here, just shake your head from left to right as though you're saying no, and then up and down as though you're saying yes. Good. Keep everything still. Take a deep breath in and just come all the way back up to standing. Lovely. Shoulders are nice and wide and taking yourself back into this lovely alignment. Okay, we're going to take our body into a nice hip hinge. Okay, so imagine you have a wall behind you, okay, and you're going to shorten the space between your thighs and your stomach. Okay, so you're going to just bend forward slightly. Okay, you may feel the hamstrings here just kick in, the lengthening feeling. Okay, let's think about what you're doing with your feet. Okay, so you relax through the toes, either side of the ball of the foot is connected to the ground, and then the center of the heel, lifting up through the arches of the feet. Okay. You don't want to feel as though you're coming onto your toes. You want to feel that you're lifting your toes and nice and relaxed. Although they're placed on the floor, you're not gripping with your toes. Weight is in that heel as well. Okay, you're hinged at the hip. Let's just connect with our breath, taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, a nice gentle connection with the abdominals. You can imagine a thread between your belly button and your spine, and you're just gently drawing that in. Opening through the front of the shoulders, so you're not in this flex position. Lovely. Taking a deep breath in and then just standing yourself back up. Lovely. And again, taking a deep breath in and exhale, hinging at the hip. Lovely. Imagine that you're pushing your bottom onto that wall, okay? So you're having to really sort of push the bottom back, okay, to get the bottom onto the wall. And remember, you're opening up through the front of the shoulder. Feet are still underneath you, okay? You can have your hands at your hips or having in the prayer position with your thumbs on your chest, nice relaxed elbows. You're just going to start transferring the weight to the left, okay, and then transferring the weight to the right. Okay, so what I want you to do now is imagine that your hips have twinkling fairy lights, okay? As you start transferring the weight to your left, the twinkling lights are shining bright, so they're activated, okay? you're starting to feel a tightness, almost like an awareness about what is happening on this side of the hip. The other side is nice and relaxed, okay? And as you shift through the feet, this side's lights are becoming quite dim, and as you're transferring the weight over to your right side, you're feeling those lights coming in and shining nice and brightly, okay? And just start moving gently from side to side. Lovely. Don't forget to breathe, keeping yourself in that nice hinged position here. Take a couple more deep breaths in. And one more. Lovely. You're going to keep the weight on your right side. You're going to take the left leg behind you. Okay, so now that you've taken the leg directly behind you, let's just make sure that you haven't started gripping with those toes of the front leg. So nice relaxed toes at the front foot. Nice soft bend through the knee of keeping that hinge position. Relaxing the hands. Nice. Connect with the breath. Breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Right, we're going to start moving this back leg. You're bringing it to the front leg and then you're taking it out to the side. Bringing it in, taking it out to the side. Lovely. Keeping the weight in that heel, okay? We're activating the back of the body. Lovely. Keep going with your breath. Drawing in through your center. Lovely. And keep going. Okay, so although this side is moving, we're working your right side, okay? This side's twinkling lights are shining really brightly. Brilliant. And keep going. Lovely. Let's go for 4 more. Don't hold your breath. And 2. Relax those toes. And 1. Lovely. Okay, place that foot on the floor. You're transferring the weight through the center of the foot and coming onto the other side. Lovely. Make sure you haven't hitched your hips here. You're keeping your hips straight as possible. And again, make sure you haven't lost your form. Take a nice big deep breath in, and as you breathe out, connecting with your center. Take the opposite leg behind you. Lovely. And start the movement. Taking it behind you, bringing it to the foot in front and out to the side. Now, if you begin to do this exercise more than once, you have a couple of options, okay? You can keep tapping your foot, okay? Or you can start hovering your foot off the floor. Now, it's up to you if you keep it hovered the whole time, or you place your foot on the floor, take it and then hover it as it takes out to the side. The choice is yours, okay? But whatever you decide, you might want to build up to the hovering if you feel like you just need to tap right now. Good. Keep going for a couple more breaths, a couple more movements. Remember, you're not holding your breath. Lovely. Let's go for 4 more. And 2. And 1. Lovely. Placing the foot back on and standing yourself up nice and tall, relaxing through the arms. Giving your arms a nice release. Great. Okay, before we finish up, let's do a little balance exercise, okay? So, we're going to take the left leg and we're going to take it up into tabletop, okay? Make sure that when you do this, you haven't shifted the hips too much. You're keeping those headlights of the hips shining forward, transferring the weight. The twinkling lights are shining bright in this right side. Left hip is coming up. Lovely. Now, if you're someone who needs a bit more balance support, you can place your hand on the wall or a chair, something that's solid, okay? You're going to keep your leg here, and now you're going to take it out to the side, and you're going to draw it back in. Lovely, taking it out to the side, drawing it back in. Hands can be in prayer or on your hips. If they're on your hips, it might help you a little bit more because it's quite tactile, because what we don't want to do is rotate, okay? So we don't want to be in this sort of swinging movement. You're keeping your leg up and hips shining forward. Lovely, relaxing through the shoulders, rib cages down. Lovely. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Placing the foot on the floor, transferring the weight. Lovely. Taking the leg up to the top. And again, out to the side, drawing it back in. Keeping the leg elevated, relaxed foot, and those hips shining, headlights shining forward. Lovely. Using your breath. Make sure you can wiggle those toes on the floor so you don't feel like you're gripping. If you do grip, you're taking the weight into the heel. We want to be working the back of the leg and around the hip, okay? Lovely. Let's go for 4 more. If you know me well, my counting is not always best, so hopefully we're even on each side. Lovely. Last one, and coming back, placing the foot down, giving those legs a nice release. Okay, let's finish with a nice roll down. Okay, so let's come up to a nice big stretch, bringing the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Lovely. And then just bring the arms forward, folding forward, coming all the way down. Dropping the head as you come down. Lovely. Eyeline at the knee. Taking a deep breath in, drawing up through the feet, up through the body, and come all the way up to standing. Realigning the body into the Pilates standing position. Lovely. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please email me and I will get back to you, and I will see you next week. Okay, take care. See you later.